just popped up on my social media feed, so I am doing a quick dive real quick. It looks like Paizo has just announced Starfinder Enhanced, which is, it said pre-order expected October 2023. Let's look at the Facebook. Oh my God, that looks bad on dark mode because I'm already in dark mode. It says, who wants some Starfinder? Announcing Starfinder Enhanced, from totally revised fundamentals like core classes and starship combat to brand new systems for expanding the way you play. This 192-page hardcover rules resource offers fresh ideas while still blending the existing system. With Starfinder Enhanced at hand, you'll be ready for the countless challenges of infinite space. Starfinder Enhanced includes new versions of the Envoy, Solarian, Technomancer, and Witchwarper classes, all revised to make them more balanced and easier to play. New class features and character options for every Starfinder class published to date. New archetypes, spells, equipment, and over 90 new feats. Rules for scalable equipment. New subsystems for narrative starship combat. Expanded creature companions and new chances to spend resolve points for every character. 12 playable species, including fan favorites, entirely new options from the shape-shifting Kitsune to the tiny Novians born from dying suns. Written by Kate Baker, Michael Bramnick, Jessica Catalan, John Compton, John Curtin, Anthony Dollinger, IVS Flanagan, Kim Franston, John Kotick III, Joan Hong, Jason Keeley, Sasha Laranoa, Harvey, Ken Murphy, Emily Parks, Joe Piscini, and James Roadhaver. It says coming October 2023. Let's go back over here. This is pretty much the same exact thing as the social media announcement. This is part. So I have a question here. Enhance your Starfinder experience with this game resource covering all aspects. But this is not, because it says here 192-page hardcover rule resource. This sounds like it is an enhancement to. It's not a replacement for the core rulebook, right? Let me find it real quick. Because I feel like the core rulebook is a lot more than 192 pages, isn't it? Yeah. The core rulebook is 528 pages. So this is not a replacement for, it's just an enhanced. It's an enhancement. So this is like an addition, a supplemental book. So this is interesting. It says pre-order expected October 2023. Well, the timing on this is perfect considering that I'm in the middle of my Discovering Pathfinder series. Matter of fact, as of this recording, I'm recording this at like 3:50 p.m. on February 28th. We are in the middle of confirming with our 3 people that we have right now who are ready to start doing a Starfinder campaign, and we're going to be making an announcement very soon because we're going to be doing a call to arms because we're going to be picking up one additional adventurer who wants to join us for the Starfinder actual play sessions. They're going to be kicking off here on my channel later in March, perhaps early April as we iron things up. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I'm purely PDF at this point. I have gotten the PDFs and I've been using the analytics, not the analytics, sorry, the archives. I don't know why I say analytics. I've been using the archives to research stuff as well as I've been going through the Discovering Pathfinder series, and I'm getting ready to go ahead and pick up the core rulebook and the first module for Fantasy Grounds so that we can actually start doing that in Fantasy Grounds this summer. But I haven't purchased any physical books, mostly because Chris and I just moved here a year ago, and I'm still not sure if I want to put books here in this location because even though we have our place here and that's our homestead and everything else, it's really humid where we live, and I don't necessarily want bookshelves and stuff here. So I'm undecided if I'm going to be ordering this in physical form or not. But this sounds like a really cool book that's going to be supplemental for someone like me who still doesn't know all this stuff. So I'm still so far back, still learning about Starfinder, that I don't necessarily need this yet. But it's coming up later this fall, which means by the time I get to that point, it may be the perfect moment for me to be able to sink my teeth into it and get up to speed with all the additional things and streamlined. I like the idea of the narrative space stuff. That sounds fun to me. I know that the first module we're playing is called Incident at Absalon Station, which is mostly on the space station and doesn't do any spaceflight stuff, but I like the idea of having more narrative adventures in space because I like the idea of that, Firefly vibe, being a ship captain and having your own crew and everything else. I think there's a lot of opportunities for that. So I don't know. This is news. I found it to be interesting. I want to know more. The cover art looks freaking amazing. And yeah, later this fall, it sounds like. Currently expected to be priced at $44.99. Pre-order expected approximately 18th October 2023. Does that mean it goes on? So it goes on pre-order on October, but when would it? For those of you who have ordered through them before, how soon after pre-orders do you expect to get delivery of things? Is it within 2-3 months? Is it 6 months down the road? New subsystems for narrative starship combat. I love it. 12 playable species. And there's just so much stuff here. I don't know anything about some of this stuff because um, I'm still reading through the core rulebook. I mean, I'm done with the core rulebook now, but I'm still picking things apart. But I'm into the Pact Worlds book is coming up next, which I'm going to be starting. I didn't do it today because I did shorts this morning, but I'm supposed to do the Pact World book next, which will be for the rest of the videos in the Discovering Starfinders things as we get towards our campaign. It says 90 new feats. So there's already a pretty impressive amount of feats in the core rulebook. So this is pretty cool to be able to have even additional ones to put in there. Cool beans. Anyway, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, support if you can. Stick around for more stuff. Memberships here on the channel are the easiest way to support because it's month to month. You can also hit up our Patreon page if you want to get a copy of our tabletop source book called The Weave and the Void, as well as the first adventure module. It's a 2-in-1 book you can get your hands on. We're currently producing the second module right now. The book series, literally at tomorrow, March 1st. Well, this may be airing on March 1st, but March 1st, I published chapter 35 of the book on the Patreon page, which is the culmination of a year and a half almost of writing that in serial format. So the first novel is done as well now. So not only can you get the module, the source book, and the first novel all at the Patreon page. We're also working on the second module right now in the middle of map production, streaming a lot of Incarnate here on the channel. Chris is working on artwork for that. My brother's still working on the point and click game. At some point, that should be out this year. Just depends on his schedule. It's all coming together, so check all that stuff out. In the meantime, I'm back to reading about the Absalon Station because I'm going to be running a campaign in Absalon Station when I start this first official campaign. It's the first adventure path. I think it's called Dark Suns. Incident at Absalon Station is the name of it. So one of my R&D projects in the next couple of weeks is to actually learn more about Absalon Station. I love the idea of a space station because of I love Babylon 5 and I love Deep Space Nine and I like the idea of running a campaign at a space station, but I need to learn more about that space station so when I'm actually running the campaign, I have a lot of peripheral knowledge. So that kind of stuff's coming out this week here on the channel, so make sure to stay tuned for all that kind of stuff. I know I said it was ending the video, but I'm so excited about Starfinder really has me like more than any other project that I've worked on in the past couple of years. I'm really excited, and I think it's because it's sci-fi, and it's a nice breath of fresh air to kind of get away from fantasy. It's also one of the reasons I'm looking forward to Rogue Trader so much from Owlcat Games this year, because it's going to be taking a step away from the fantasy stuff that I've played from them before with the Pathfinder Kingmaker and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I don't know. I'm in a Starfinder frame of mind right now, so check out all the shorts, check out all the Discovering Pathfinder series. I'll see everybody in the next episode. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming.